Alok Kumar Mehta,
Raymond Meisenheimer,
Manuel Emilio Mejia, Escadar Melach,
Antonio Melendez,
Mary P. Melendez,
Christopher D. Mello.
It's an odd thing. I feel them every day. At least I'm able to compartmentalize the loss because we've got two fantastic grandchildren. I've learned how to park that loss through them, but I sure as heck miss him. He was a very special kid. There's a picture of Chris, and picture of Chris and his brother JD and me back when. That was the great part of him, was that he did not trumpet, hey, I've read all the great books. Hey, I'm really getting good now. Chris was a closet cartoonist. He really had a super interest, specifically Garfield. Down in Florida, I was about to go into a board meeting, and I got into this reflection about Chris's interest in Garfield. And lo and behold, one of the two fellows I'm talking to said, "You got to be kidding me. I'm on the board of Garfield." And so, as it so happens, that fellow, he told Jim Davis, the author of Garfield, about the story. And a month later, up shows this cartoon, and you can read it. So I'm starting to get that old feeling, old friend. It's the feeling I get when I remember Chris Mello. I, for one, felt that I never wanted to let people forget, in general, 9/11.
If you get a fireboat down there to help us supply water, there's no water going into the treasure center.
In my lifetime, I've seen such catastrophic things happen, and then a month later, it's forgotten. I was just determined, in my little world, whatever I could do to keep his legacy alive.
Edward T. Earhart, Kevin Francis Bonnell.
You always read about these obituaries. It said, in lieu of flower, in lieu of, I said, it was probably the only brilliant thing I've done in my life, is that I said, in lieu of flowers or whatnot, make donations to the YMCA. We received an enormous amount of money, and some of it in coins from all over the globe. And that's how we started that whole rebuild of that fitness center. That really just kick-started. And I said, you know what? If a simple one line in an obit can have this kind of reaction, and you think your son was as good as he was, why don't you try to do something to keep that in perpetuity? And it was around that Y experience that I really got it in my gut to keep his name alive. His name as an individual, okay? But the bigger issue of the 9/11, just let us not forget. Let us not forget. With the 38 young men that we've given scholarships to over the last 20 years. Not all, but many send me, particularly as they're going through college and in the early years of working, they all send, a little email And it's 2-3 lines or something like that. Hey, Mr. Mello, how are you doing? I'm doing great. And you know what? Out of 38 kids, guess what? We haven't lost anybody to some bamboozle, stupid kind of thing. Every one of them's doing fine. It's just so darn right. It feels great. And you just say to yourself, in a moment of celibacy, to yourself, you know what, man? You're doing good. You're doing good. And he'd be proud of you.